nobody. I'm just trying to make a point of like the amount of crap I deal with, man. Because they're like running back and forth and banging my head off again. And then they're just like, well, it's during the day, bro. We're moving. No, you're moving extra loud on purpose, bro. Because you're annoying people. Well, unless someone tell me I'm yelling and screaming being loud, bro. Like, these people are insane people, bro. Above my head. They even move loud, man. They can't even move and be civil to people in the freaking building, man. What are you doing, little one? Listen to these people like to be so nice to us in here? Yeah. You know why they're doing that, dog? They're trying to get a reaction out of me and make me yell and scream, bro. I'm not playing that negative game anymore with anybody. I'm going to be all about positivity and love, bro. And lately I've been really mad a lot, and I make myself look stupid. And I don't want to look stupid no more, bro. I really don't. I don't want people bugging me no more either. For real. I get bothered at work enough, bro. I don't need to come home and be bugged this way, bro. Because I think they're moving out. But they've been moving for 3 days doing this kind of shit, bro. Like banging like that. For 3 days, like periodically on and off. Like they're going to take like 2 weeks to move. You watch. I'm going to film this shit, bro. Because I said this to my mom. That these people are going to take 2 weeks to move out of here, bro. And they're going to bang everybody's head off every day because they're mad at everybody. So they're like little kids, bro. Like they act like little kids. And they're grown-ups, bro. Right? They're grown-ups. Just remember that. They're probably going to break my bike, too. That's probably their big plan when they leave, to break my e-bike out there. Because these people above me hate me, man. They really think I did something to them. I don't know what the problem is, bro. What's the matter, Phil Court? Don't be weird, though. You want a cookie? You want a cookie? And I can't get mad at nobody no more. I don't know my energy left to get mad. It's the truth. I feel like I got mad for so long that I just can't get mad no more. I'm incapable of getting mad, bro. All I can really do is vent to myself on camera on my dumb YouTube channel. Well, it's not dumb, but any video venting to myself being annoying is dumb. No one's going to watch it. And YouTube's not going to benefit me from these videos. You're going to think I'm being negative, bro. So again, if YouTube thinks I'm negative and no one wants to watch my negative video, it's basically just pointless to make these videos. It's just hurting my channel, bro. They don't even show these to people on the live streams because I say the F word and I'm acting mad all the time. So YouTube's never going to put me in the algorithm, bro. Until I turn around and stop being negative. But at this point, though, I have so many negative videos on my channel where I'm mad that I feel like YouTube, and I don't really blame them, but they're just mad at me, you know? They don't want me making videos where I'm mad all day saying the F word, bro. I'm just telling everybody, don't live in an apartment building, bro. If you have a choice, like, buy a house, man. Then you won't have to worry about this crap that I'm going through. If you live in an apartment, you're at the whim of everybody else around you and the way they live, bro. That's what happened to me. These people moved above me and they lived this lifestyle where they're really loud or whatever. It was affecting me, man. It made my dog sick. I was getting sick too. There's so much stuff, man. I don't want to talk about it. The dog want to play. It's more fun than talking about it. You want to play, Phil? Hopefully my live stream's still going because I have really bad signal, bro. Yeah, it's going. So one of my YouTube live streams, I'm not lagging anymore, at least. There's one good thing. I don't know if you guys can see my dog or not, but the camera's going upwards on me. Because the way my camera is, I can't see it. Here, go over there, bro. You see my dog? You can see my doggy. do this like this, bro. Oh, that's what I did last time. I remember. In that way. It's my dog, bro. No. It's my dog now. Don't hit the camera, man. You fall over easily. You understand? The camera will fall over easily, little one. And it's over. It will be your fault. You understand? Get your bum out of the camera. Yes, with a toy. Oh, get the ball. Get the ball. Oh. See this blanket, dude? It's dirty. Daddy gonna wash this. You can wash that in a little bit there, doggy. Okay? On all these YouTube videos, everybody probably thinks I never washed a dog blanket, but I do. Just somebody knows that. I wash that blanket. Every time I black color. I thought they were showing you mercy, dog, but I don't know. They're not going to show you mercy. People ain't going to show you mercy. He's up there screaming and shit, bro. This is funny, bro. Oh, God, these people call me a ball, man. It's not raining outside, fuckboy. It's not as hot today, huh? The other day you're gonna die out there in 5 minutes. You're so hot. Remember, you're becoming God and hot. Oh, I can't find the bananas, man. What did you do with the bananas before? Where's the bananas? Where are they? Oh, I know where I put the bananas in the box. Here, in this box. Bananas. The bananas in the box. Whoa. This one's rotten. Fuck, bro. This whole banana's rotten, bro. That's not cool. What the hell, banana? This whole banana, dog. I take 2 bites of it. Like, what the fuck, bro? It's all rotten, bro. Pack the banana. Huh? I forgot that live stream was going. I started talking to myself in here. Oh, how have you been, everybody? These people told my super I was talking to myself and yelling at them when I make YouTube live streams, bro. That's why when you live in an apartment, people think you're talking to yourself when you're making videos. It's fucking hilarious, man. That's my story, everybody. I wasn't talking to myself, okay? I'm either talking to my dog, talking to my camera, or talking to myself. But I'm never talking to myself. Did you hear the last part of that? Because I know I'm talking to myself, get it? I'm not a weirdo. Weirdos don't know they're talking to themselves. That's the whole point of this conversation, bro. My neighbor literally told the super that I could hear them eating food upstairs and I yelled at them for it. That's what they complained about me. That I yelled at them for eating food. Why would I care about someone eating food, bro? That has nothing to do with me. Anyway. So I can imagine what else they said about me to people, bro. Very lots of weird shit, bro. It makes no sense. Makes about as much sense as the guy chasing me at work last night because I yelled at him for illegally dumping garbage in the city dumpster because he kept coming back from his house and now he wants to do stuff to me. It's about as weird as that guy, bro. You want to hear something else funny? This man walks a cat off the leash like 40 feet away from him, man. Let's like go in the neighborhood, fuck with people's shit, bro. The guy did that to me last night. You know what that guy is last night, dog? He's a danger to that whole neighborhood, bro. I kept telling him to leave me alone, and the man really was relentlessly had to come near me, threatened me, a bunch of crap, bro. And the cops didn't even come to help me, dude. It's so funny to me. I keep saying it over and over. So that's literally the police nowadays in Canada, bro. In Canada, there's so much crime now that they can't even help the average mundane 911 call. They have to pick and choose the calls, bro. When I was a little kid, I would never ever. If you called 911, the cops would come with the sirens on in like 2 seconds, bro. Over like a fist fight, dude. I'm not exaggerating. Like over a fist fight, there'd be mass cops would come, bro. And this cops expect me to believe this stuff they told me last night because I don't believe anything they told me, bro. Just so everybody knows that. I don't believe the cops are even trying to help me. I don't know if something weird's going on with my job or someone said I'm violent. Or if the people above me said something to somebody that I'm a violent person and they're investigating me. Because if that's what's going on, I'm going to sue everybody, bro. Because it's giving me a mental problem. And when I go to work and some man keeps trying to come near me, and this isn't the first time, bro, that people try to do stuff to me, I'd call the cops because they refuse to listen to me. And I'm giving them direction to leave the property and not to cause crap, and they don't listen. So I have to call the cops because I can't touch anybody. I'm not allowed to on my job. So anyway, my whole point is how can I do a job at all, bro, if I don't get help from the people that I'm supposed to call to enforce the rules, bro? Like the police, right? They don't even come there. So wouldn't that make my job like 100 times harder, bro? This is my whole point. Like they should have came there, bro. By the time they came last night to where I was, the guy was in his house. I even said I had the guy on camera, like, trying to harass me about dumping illegal garbage. I filmed them dumping garbage, bro. I filmed the guy keep walking towards me. I kept saying, don't come near me, like, fucking 15 times in a row, bro. This man keeps trying to come near me, man. And they didn't even say a word to this person. Keep all this in mind. They never even asked him why he did that to me, what his problem is, if he was going to hurt me. Like, nothing, bro. Not a word to that person, bro. All they literally did was sat in the parking lot, bro. And not to mention the guy was hanging around the first time for like 15 minutes. They could have come there and caught the guy there, bro. Then the second time when he came back, he was hanging around for like 5 or 10 minutes. They could have came there and caught him. This all went on for like an hour and a half. This guy coming out of his house and coming and bugging me again. It wasn't like it was 5 minutes. I'm saying for like an hour and a half, he was relentlessly trying to come near me and do stuff to me, bro. And the police never ever intervened or did shit, bro. And he went in and out of his house 4 times. He could have got any weapon. Blah, 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 bro. Like, what's wrong with the city I'm in, dude? And then the one cop, I said about the bylaw, and he goes, oh, well, that's kind of meaningless anyway, that bylaw. Like, no one's really hurting anything. But they burned this park down where I work, bro. Just keep this in mind. The cop said this to me. It doesn't really hurt anything, though. But where I work, they burned the kids' playground set down. I lost my job that year until they rebuilt the playground set. I had no work. And the cop don't think it's a big deal to just let people linger in there at night because they start fires, bro. They write on the brand new playground set. They put giant penises and the F word and little kids play on there, bro. Homeless people sleep in there and they wear like shorts with staph infections so their legs are all swollen and red. And they sleep on the playground set where the little kids play on the metal part that's all bumpy circle parts because they're weird as hell, bro. And the police will pull in the parking lot and see the guy sleeping there, dude. And they sit in their car. They don't even go ask the guy nothing, dude. They let him sleep on the little kid's playground set, bro. Because they're not allowed to bother anybody. Because they don't have enough funding to deal with the amount of crime going on, dude. That they have better things to do than to bug the homeless guy. Get it? When I was a kid, they would not let the homeless guy sleep there, bro. They would tell him to go somewhere else. They would probably give the guy food. The cops would literally bring the guy food, bro, a long time ago and tell him not to sleep there. They might even give him a ride somewhere. What the hell happened to everybody, bro? I really want to know, why are a lot of people, like, weird, bro? My little dog's weird as hell, dude. Are you? You're my little monster. I bought you. I bought my dog because my chihuahua died, bro. And the ashes are right there, bro. I don't want to show people ashes from my dog. It's morbid. My dog got ashes right there. I bought this dog. You can hear that clearly, bro. This day. This is shit, dude. I'm gonna put the phone in the ceiling, bro. I want to document all these fucking videos, bro, of the way my life is. They just let the kid run around like an animal on me, man. It's crazy. They're not getting away with this, bro. My time's important to me, bro, and I don't care, like, if it's a little kid. Like, this is fucked that the law says they can do this to me, bro. I says they can do that to me, bro. They've done that to me like 80 times in 4 months where they bang that loud on my head, bro. All time. Late at night and, like, whatever the hell time it is. I'm not going to yell no more, bro, because they're doing it to make me yell at them, bro. I'm not going to yell. I refuse to yell at those people because the lady is probably videotaping me to get me in trouble, bro. And I can feel it in my brain that they've probably been videotaping me for a long time now to get me in trouble because they knew I was videotaping them. This is the whole point. So when I videotape people, I videotape from the very beginning of everything, okay? I don't just make a bang to get reaction out of a grown person and then to start filming and saying, see, that guy's crazy, bro. Because that's literally what they would do to me, bro. That lady won't film the whole story, get it? She'll only film what she wants people to see, bro. And that's fucking faith, bro. I'm going to film the whole entire story of the situation, bro, which is that these people did shit to me way too much. I got mad about it. Now I don't know if they're moving or just doing this to bug me. I hope they're fucking moving. But if they're not moving, I'm going to say, why are they doing all this to me, bro? Why do they keep moving everything around for fucking days on end, bro? I've been through this before with all these other videos, and I'm not going to stop, bro. I'm only letting them do all this to me over and over again because I want to prove that they do this to everybody else, bro. And I want money for it. I'm going to file a civil lawsuit on you, bro. For everybody you bugged around here. Everybody in this building. I'm allowed to file a civil lawsuit in Canada, correct, Falker? I'm pretty sure against an individual person. Yeah, I think I can. And I can sue them on behalf of everybody in this building, bro. And all the crap you did to everybody, not just me, everybody. And all the crap you made me do to people when I get mad in here, that's all because of you guys, bro. Because that's not normal living condition sounds, bro. It's not periodic banging on me. It's constant, on purpose, relentless torment, bro. It's sort of like if I'm in jail and in prison and my cellmate tries to do stuff to me every day in my cell, it's constant harassing me, bro. And they'll probably either kill each other or they'll separate us. So again, how someone thinks I'm supposed to live here and not react to someone who acts totally out of fucking control all the time, bro. And I'm not going to yell about that ever. That is called I'm not a robot, bro. I'm obviously going to get mad, right? But my whole point of this video is I'm never going to yell at nobody again, man. I'm going to hold it all in. And I'm going to keep videotaping that I don't ever do anything to get noises banged on my head, bro. I didn't yell at someone to make them do that to me. And they do it to me all the time, bro. If this is their last hurrah that we got evicted and we're going to do our last hurrah, where from now till the 15th of August we're going to torment everybody in the building, I'm going to keep videotaping it every day. When I go to court, I'm going to say the last 2 weeks they lived above me, they tormented me on purpose, extra long, on top of all the other shit I complained about. And I'm going to give all these things to my lawyer, bro. And my lawyer is going to sue you. And that's the story, bro. And if they think the story of their solution is Jim's going to come out of his apartment He's going to come upstairs and cause a fight. No, I'm not, bro. I'm not going to go outside and yell at you when you try to talk to me. I'm not around me, and I'm going to file a lawsuit. I'm going to sue you. If you want to sue me back, go ahead, bro. But I'm definitely suing you, bro. I wish you would hear that and come down here and yell in my face, because I'm going to videotape you came down here and got mad at me for saying to sue you and tried to beat me up. And I'm going to take that to court, too. I'm not playing with nobody no more, bro. The guy that chased me last night, I'm going to sue him, too, bro. Because I told that man more than 3 times to stop following me around and to stop trying to come near me. And I'm a grown individual in society, and everybody exists in the same space. So when I move out of your space and you keep trying to come into my space and you're giving me no other space to go to without trying to make it your space, that's called harassing me, bro. Because people could try to say that shit. Well, I'm allowed to walk wherever I want in public. Yeah, well, when I walk away from you and you're trying to cause a fight with me and I'm like trying to get away from you and you keep coming near me, right? That's called you're harassing me, bro. Not harassing me would be we don't get along and we stay away from each other and you just sit over there away from me and I stay away from you. So these people play these dumb monkey games. They don't know how the law works, bro. In the real world, like the law in the real world. The law in the real world means nobody moves out for this long, bro. Nobody moves in for that long. I want to know why these people moved here and did all this weird ass shit to me, bro. There's got to be a reason for it. And I want money for it because it's fucking harassment, bro. And if people think I'm some stupid YouTube idiot who doesn't have any common sense, bro, I'm like really smart person, bro. I act how things are being done to me, and I give what was given to me. So if someone's sitting there and giving me crap all the time, I might act a little mad, bro. That doesn't mean I'm like that in real life, bro. Because I have the biggest heart in the world, bro. And my life is based off compassion is my number one rule when I wake up. I want to go outside and do something kind for someone and make them smile. I want to leave kind comments in my YouTube videos. I want to watch live streams. I want to leave kind comments for those people to make them happy if someone's sad. That's how I live my life, bro. And when I go to work as a security guard, I actually care if some little kid tries to go in the pool and cuts his leg on the fence, which is why I'm there, because they don't want him jumping the fence. I actually care if he swims with a lifeguard and drowns by accident. I don't want him in the swimming pool. So if that makes me weird to the world, bro, this is my life. Like, it's stupid, bro. I could literally be doing 100 better things than I'm doing, bro. I know I could be doing 100 times better than living in some apartment where some family literally tormented me and my poor little dog for 4 months, bro. Since March the 15th, they've been tormenting the crap out of my life, bro. That's a long time, bro. Isn't that a long time? And if they are moving out, it's because they got evicted, or their plan was to live here and keep tormenting my brain off, bro. That was their plan. To live here and just think I'm going to live here forever while you torment my brain, bro. With no reaction to it. That's what these people think like up there, that they didn't do anything to me, bro. And you know, earlier when I put my furry mask on, and I'm not a furry, I just buy masks or whatever. I made a live stream and I went across the street to this little kid and his sister, and they're selling flowers. She's selling little plants. They're literally like a weed plant for $3 for a plant. And it is a real flower. I don't know if her mother gave them to her or something. So I just give her the $3. I said, keep the fucking plant. I didn't take the plant, bro. Now she can give that plant to somebody or sell it and make an extra $3. Like, because that's how I am, bro. Get it? I don't need the $3 and I don't need the little girl's plant. And I want to make those little kids happy. And those kids impress me that they're out there trying to do something productive instead of fucking causing shit, bro. So I put my dumb mask on to make the kids smile. And then the kid's like, hey, man, can I get a hug? And I'm like, no, you can't get a hug because I don't hug little kids, bro. That's weird, right? That's not my kid. That's why I don't know why people don't think like me, bro, in society. I give the kid a fist pump. I give the kid a high five. I'd never hug that fucking kid, man. But there's some other creepy guy in the world that wears a costume who would hug little kids and probably touch them and do weird stuff to them, which really makes all the other costume-wearing people look like weirdos, bro. That's the world we're in, bro. And I'm a security guard, and all these weirdos are making me look like a weirdo at work. Wow, everything makes total sense lately, bro. Not only that, the weirdo can chase me around, harass me, say he's going to hurt me, and the police don't even do anything to him anymore. They don't even go talk to him, let alone do anything like arrest him. He's allowed to run after me and harass my life and threaten to hurt me, bro. He doesn't even get charged for that in 2025 because there's so many criminals that they can't afford to freaking do anything to everybody, bro. It's funny and hilarious. They have too many calls, bro. Which means if you call in a noise complaint about somebody, they're not going to come, bro. Because by the time they get off the other calls they're doing, the noise complaint's over and they're not even going to catch the person. And they know this stuff. That's why they don't bother coming, bro. Because the guy's going to already be long to freaking gone after he did something to you, bro. So someone tell me how great of a police thing is that, dude? So they're really only responsible now for like domestic violence, serious crime, and pulling people over in their cars. So if you have a mundane call for them, they're not going to show up for mad long, bro. If someone's running after you and they didn't physically harm you yet and touch you, and they're only threatening you and chasing you like a psycho and ruining your whole day, you got to wait hours for the cops to come make that person stop chasing you or leave the area. This is the world I'm in, bro, where I work. The cop told me to leave where I work, bro. And my boss is like, if you leave where you work, you get in trouble. You have to stay on the property. We're contracted there. So my boss says, leave the area if you're in a meeting. If someone's going to kill you, obviously leave, right? But the police are telling me just leave the area. I'm supposed to be contracted to keep people at the pool, bro. So if I leave the property for like an hour or something or half hour, some little kid could walk up and do what I said earlier. He can try to jump the fence and it's all sharp as hell on top. He could slip. Okay, when he's getting out, he could be all wet and slip on the fence and cut his leg, right? He could fall and get his nuts stuck on the top of the fence and rip his balls open. I can be technical about this, bro, because that's why I got contracted to the pool, because a girl in Welland cut her leg on the top of the fence and almost bled to death, and they had to contract security guards after that, because the girl almost died. So when I say some kid could slip and fall and cut his balls, he could, bro. And when people are like, well, that just never happened yet. Yeah, well, maybe because I don't let people jump in there, and the one kid that would have did that because he's stupid, I didn't let him jump the fence, bro. And if I wasn't there, he would have jumped the fence. He would have went swimming, and he's clumsy or like a little overweight, and he's not strong, right? And he's climbing the fence, and his feet are still a little wet because he's scared. He doesn't want to get caught, right? He's breaking the law, jumping the fence at night. He's a little kid, and he's like trying to rush. And he could slip. He could cut his wrist, bro. This fence is so sharp, bro. He could cut all his veins, right? And he'd leave the kid a scar for life. He could fall off the fence and land on his head, bro. Like all kinds of stuff. He could pass out in the pool, and because there's no lifeguard there, he could drown to death in it. Right? Him and his little friends could dive or something, screwing around, and bang his head and break his neck. Do I have to keep saying all this crap, bro? And people are like, you're a paranoid schizo. No, I'm paid to do a job there, bro. And the police are supposed to come there when I call for help, man. They're not supposed to say, hey, this guy's overreacting to the situation. He's a security guard. He could take care of himself. No, they're supposed to come extra fast because I'm a security guard, bro. And if I call him and say, yo, there's a weirdo, I didn't just call him the second the guy did stuff to me. I had to keep doing stuff to me like 4 times. Then I called him. Then he did stuff to me more. Then I call him back. That guy doing that to me is a danger to everybody in that neighborhood. He doesn't listen to nothing. He has a mental issue, bro. Because when I was anywhere a security guard tells me something, I listen to the security guard, bro. If I go to Walmart and some security guard told me something, I would listen to him, bro. So again, why is everybody saying stuff to me? Because I said fuck to the guy? Because I said, yo, get the fuck out of here, bro. So because I'm a security guard, I can't say get the fuck out of here to somebody who's like swearing at me and chasing me around. I think I should be able to say get the fuck out of here to him. No? He's a bonehead, bro. That's the way he thinks, his brain. His brain functions with the F word and being negative and trying to hurt other people, bro. And trying to tell other people what to do and trying to control the situation because he has mental issues, a weirdo, bro. That's why he lets his little cat roam the neighborhood hurting little critters because he gets on it. That's what I think about him. He likes his cat hurting things. He likes to hear the noises of it. He is a weirdo, bro. Or he wouldn't let his cat do that stuff, bro. 100% he knows his cat kills stuff, bro. I know he does. Because his cat, I watched it go in this guy's backyard, and there's little bunny rabbits back there, baby bunnies. And I heard this wicked, evil squealing, heard it, like I was traumatized from it, bro. And then later on, he's going looking by the fence for his cat and calling for it. And then the cat comes like walking out from some yard by that backyard where the noises are coming from a long time before that. So he literally, like I said, he lets a cat go in people's backyards, bro, and spray on their flowers or vegetables, whatever else it does. And if you had a little chihuahua and you let it in your backyard and his cat's back there and it's aggressive, it's going to claw your chihuahua's eyes out, bro. And I went on YouTube and this poor girl's dog got attacked and it's blind in his one eye now from a cat. And it friggin' the other eye, it's almost blind. And she's like, I don't know if it's going to be able to see out of the one eye or if it's going to be permanently blind in both eyes. That's from a cat, bro. From literally someone letting their cat outside and her dog being out there and they got in a fight together. And like that's literally the person who owns a cat's fault, get it? I even told the cop the guy lets his cat do that and they don't even care, bro. Why wouldn't they care? Like I thought it's illegal to let a home, like a cat that lives in your house outside on other people's properties. I thought that's against the law, bro. I thought they passed a law on that. Because there's so many deserted cats in the city that they don't want people doing that anymore. And they don't want people's cats getting hit by cars or nothing, bro. So that's why they don't want you letting a domesticated cat outside all the time without you watching it or having it on a leash or something, bro. Or in like your own yard or like whatever, man. I could talk like this for 10 hours to the camera, bro. And everything I'm saying is the truth. It doesn't make any sense. If it makes me look weird to somebody, I don't really care by this point, bro. See, a lot of people have lost their mind, bro. I think that COVID-19 thing messed people up, bro. To where nobody's ever fucking been the same since that shit. Got some weird shit wrong with them because of that COVID fucking lockdown, bro. So people either became more paranoid from the COVID lockdown, or they became more angry with other people, or they just literally give up. I can go all day about the COVID thing, how it messed up the world, bro. And then a couple years later, since it only didn't end that long ago, everybody wants me to be normal and function normal like it never happened, bro. But it did happen, you know, in my lifetime, that happened. I had COVID. I went to the hospital. I had swollen feet. I'll show you guys my feet one day. It's all full of scars, bro, from COVID. I had fluid around my heart from COVID. I was waking up out of breath like I'm going to die. I had to go to a heart specialist with my mother, all during COVID, bro. I took an ambulance to the hospital during COVID because I was going to die, bro. And now I live in this apartment being tormented to death, bro. You know, during COVID, the nurse was saying this guy's going to die, bro. I had pus coming out of my skin from the pressure in my legs and my feet. And they didn't know what's wrong with me. And they kept checking for blood clots. They couldn't find them. And then one guy's like saying I had fluid around my heart, and that's a sign of blood clotting. And it's probably going from one spot in my body and then moving. And that's why they can't find where it is. And then they could never figure out what's wrong with me, man. They kept taking blood tests and all this. They're like, you have high blood pressure and this and that, but we don't know what's causing this to happen to you. And this was during COVID. They wouldn't let me stay in a bed in the hospital. The one nurse said he's going to die, you know. We can't send him home like that. He's wicked sick. And the nurse said, no, we need the beds for COVID. And there's 10 empty beds. And they were arguing about it. And they sent me home, bro. I was back at the hospital the next day again, bro. They would not let me stay in the hospital. And then people think I'm not going to sue everybody for this, bro. I have up to 7 years to sue everybody. And people who move the way those people move are doing it on purpose, bro. They're rude as hell. Everybody that lives on the second floor, they're rude to the person across the hall from them. They're rude to the people beside them. There's like an 80-something-year-old man and his wife live beside them, bro. Directly beside them upstairs. So if I can hear them banging on me, all the other people can hear them. So again, why does someone think they need to act that way, bro? And you're not going to get no reaction of people. And then when you get a reaction of somebody, you're going to sit there and point the finger at the person giving the reaction to you because you're acting weird, bro. Is that how mental illness works? Like they don't read? Then why do they have children if they have mental illnesses, bro? And you're going to teach your kids all this stuff, bro? Like, hey, dude, when something bad happens and we got screwed up and we got evicted, we're just gonna stick together as a family and just keep bugging everybody more. Like, bug everybody more. Like, it's all about family. It's not all about family in that kind of way, bro. All about family means you're supposed to have values for the world, bro, with your family. You're supposed to teach your kids that, bro. You're supposed to teach your kids to try to be the most respectful as possible to other people around you because every other human in the world has slight indifferences. They like slight different things. They like different colors. They talk different ways. Everybody has indifferences, but we're all the exact same, right? Baby once. So say an indifference, I could have a different skin color than you. Maybe I have a different religious belief. Maybe I swear more than you do. Maybe I like cars and you don't, bro. Get what I'm saying with this, bro? Everything is the same, bro. So why does someone think that I'm not going to feel the same as anybody else? I just want to feel loved by the world, bro. I want to feel special to the world. Not to people, to the world, bro. I want to feel like I make the world happy for what I do every day. Because that's how I live. I live for the world, bro. I live for the tree outside to make sure no one throws garbage by it, bro. I live for a little ant to make sure I don't step on him on purpose so that a little bird can eat him later and he can get pooped out and fertilize the grass or a flower, and then the flower can flower and I can eat the fruit from it. That's how I live life, bro. And I'm not going to let some weirdo drug-induced alcoholic fuckface somewhere call me gay and fag and hide behind a job title and not tell him to go fuck himself in fear of getting fired over saying go fuck yourself to him, because that's how a lot of people live, bro. And now I'm getting mad about it, bro. Because I've been fucked with for 46 fucking years, bro. Since I was a little baby, by the way. My dad used to beat my mom up. My dad threw my mom out of a pregnant car, out of a car when it was moving, when she was pregnant, bro. I'm not saying moving like wicked fast or anything, but moving like 5 to 6 kilometers an hour, and he pushed her out of the car. And she rolled on the fucking ground, bro, when she was pregnant. My dad used to slap me in the head all the time. My dad used to punch me in the face. My dad used to push me. He used to chest bump me. Okay? He used to corner me in the corner and put his chest on me and yell in my face and scream at me, bro. When I was a tiny little boy, who was literally like 8 years old. Then my stepfather would tell me, don't eat cereal at night. Don't come in the kitchen when I'm cooking. Don't do this. Don't do that. He would tell me what to do all day, bro. Am I a criminal? Do I go around blaming everybody because that happened to me and I'm going to go be a criminal and I'm going to blame all these people that did stuff to me? No, bro. I deal with it and accept that those people are losers, bro. My mother yells at me, tells me to shut the fuck up all the time. She's almost 70 years old, bro. She says to me, hey, your stepfather died. That guy used to yell at me for all this shit. She says, hey, he had a stroke. It's your fault, bro. I blame you. You made him have a stroke and die, bro. The same man who wouldn't let me eat food as a little boy, my mother later in life blames me that he died, bro. Just think of this shit. And now these people are stomping on me as I'm making this video because they could probably hear me saying this stuff and they know I don't feel good. I'm happy. I'm like sad talking about my dad and all this abuse happening to me, that they're going to abuse me more subconsciously by stomping on the ceiling at me, bro. And no one's going to get away with this anymore, bro, because I'm getting a lawyer, the best lawyer in Niagara Falls. And I'm going to tell YouTube, everybody in YouTube and in the world, I live in Niagara Falls, Canada, Ontario. My name is Jimmy. I have a YouTube channel. Everybody knows the YouTube channel name. I'm not even going to say it because I don't want the neighbor up there, the psycho person, to hear my YouTube channel name, which she probably already knows it, because I don't want her trying to sabotage my YouTube channel on top of all this crap she tries to sabotage, bro. I'm slurring my fucking words from the amount of stress I'm on. Straight half the fucking time. I try to make music on SoundCloud, Spotify, on YouTube, all these dumb things. No one ever pays me nothing for it, bro. YouTube refuses to monetize me for the life of me. Okay, which would give me super chat. Nobody donates videos. I put on there kindness is the key to the world. I ain't just putting kindness is the key to the world because I'm like trying to trick someone to think I'm a good person, bro. I'm making a point like out of all my videos, I barely get thumbs up, dude. And they do that to everybody on YouTube, bro. Like, what is the problem with thumbs upping somebody, bro? I thumbs up everybody's video, bro, even if I don't like them. Because I know it's going to help that person. It's not going to affect my view counts if I thumbs up every video, dude. Because not everybody on YouTube is going to watch my video, bro. So if that's why people are like that, if they have a YouTube channel and they think, yo, if I go around thumbs upping everybody, I'm not going to get as many views. Like, that's not going to affect you, bro. That's being selfish. Like, if someone gets more views than algorithm count, bro, by getting thumbs up, you should be trying to help that person, bro. Unless they're promoting hate or something and being stupid. That's all my point is. Some people get 1,000 live stream views and they only get like 100 thumbs up, bro. And then everybody in the chat saying we love you and all this stuff nice about them, but they're not hitting the thumbs up button. Why, bro? So is that a YouTube trick where people are hitting the thumbs up and YouTube's not showing it on the thing to keep your algorithm count down? And then because they think no one can prove that, they get away with it forever against everybody? Is that what's happening? I want to really know why someone with 1,000 views from people who are literally leaving positive comments gets no thumbs up, bro. And I want to know why somebody with like mass subscribers and they get mass live stream views and then they upload that video and then they don't really get a lot of views on that video, bro. That's all. I just don't get how their algorithm works anymore. It doesn't make any sense anymore, bro. And when I go to YouTube Studio, it gives me different count numbers than the YouTube app. And then sometimes the YouTube app, my video will get 2,000 views in an hour or two, and then it flatlines sideways, but I didn't get a copyright strike or nothing. They literally blacklisted my video. Like, why, bro? They remove my sounds all the time. They told me I could use the sound. I put flute sounds on there, like copyrights on them. They don't copyright it. It's mine, that I own it. So I make money off or YouTube sounds, I mean. So people remix my sounds. Even if I have a license number through SoundCloud and I'm monetized through YouTube and all the other 60 platforms, YouTube is not monetizing me and paying me for people using my sound, bro. So if you times that by like 50-something hundred videos, that adds up to a lot of money, man, that they're really stealing from me, bro. And they said I said the N-word on there, which is the most rude, disrespectful thing to do to a white person, bro. I did not say that word, bro. I just ranted this wicked cool rant, but the live stream was not on, man. It was like cut off on me. It was recorded 48 minutes. So I literally lost 20 minutes anyway. I gotta go, bro. God bless the world. God bless everybody. Have a great day. Say bye, Falcor. Say kisses. Kisses.